Let's play some APBA golf. Welcome to the championship of the 2025 APBA Madness Tournament, the creation of my partner for tonight, Joe Barrett. How are you doing, Joe?
I'm doing great, and that's fitting for us to play this championship match this week as the college basketball March Madness just finished on Monday, and very thrilling. We'll see if our match can be as thrilling at the end of this thing.
Well, and then of course we're on the eve of the Masters too, right?
Yes.
But we played Augusta National last time we got together. Not you and I. I mean, you were part of the broadcast, but it was James and I played that course. But the way that it worked out is tonight it's St. Andrews at Birthplace. I'm actually in Scotland, as you can probably see from your screen. So and you must be back in the States, across the pond, as they say.
I think you've got an advantage. You're there at the court.
Yes, and well, let's see. Rory's from Ireland, so there's a loose connection there. But anyway, that's pretty flimsy. All right, so let me make us disappear and call up the screen for your tournament, and you can just kind of recap how we got here tonight. So let me go ahead and do that, and I think that's what we're looking at. And I didn't get around to updating the match from last time between McIlroy and Scheffler, but McIlroy took that, I think, 2-1, if I remember correctly.
I believe it was, and as you can see, we have played 14 matches to get to this 15th championship match in the 4 regions, led to a Final Four at Magnolia course, the APBA version of Augusta. And we've had some fun matches, some that have gone down to the end, others that have been blowouts. But these were the top 16 golfers of 2024 in a match play format that's been fun. I started it last year. This is the second year of doing it, and appreciate you and others jumping in to play some matches through this thing.
Yeah, and really, this is the first time I've done anything like this, let alone live stream it. And I wasn't, going into it, I wasn't quite sure how much I would like it. But now, having done it a few times, I have to say I love it. I mean, it's great. I like the match play format. Particularly for doing a live stream, because, if somebody gets way ahead, in stroke play, then basically you're just going through the motions, and you got one guy playing super aggressive, another guy playing real conservative for any number of holes. And in APBA golf, it's pretty tough to catch up under those circumstances, as it is in real golf. But this match play format that you came up with is pretty cool, and luckily the Game Caddy can support it, at least to the extent that we need it for this kind of match play.
That's right.
All right, so let me get rid of this, and let's see. I actually want to show you. Here we go. This is our course tonight, Birthplace, which is, of course, St. Andrews. You've got Collin Morikawa, his 2024 card. And let's see, I played with him in one of those early rounds. I can't remember who it was against. Maybe it was against, do you remember? I'd have to go back to that screen and look at it again. Let's see. Let's see. He beat Bradley, and then
He beat Hovland.
I had Hovland, who beat Fleetwood, but then Hovland lost to Morikawa. So anyway, the thing that I remember about playing with this card or against him was 3 momentum points and 4 bounce back points, which is huge, right?
In match play, that's huge.
Yeah, in the match play in the format that you're using. Whereas with Rory, even though he only has 2 momentum points and no bounce backs, obviously it hasn't hurt him. He's here in the championship. So it should be fun tonight. Very, very different carded players. Look at this. Morikawa is an average W6 and then 5 for irons, whereas Rory's a 1 for the woods and 2 for an iron. So
you're gonna be out driving me tonight all day.
Yeah, well, and I may, not let him unleash what he's capable of on this course. We'll just have to see. Number 3 in the world, number 4 in the world for last year. All right, so let's get on to the game caddy here. And I set some things up, but I didn't set up everything here because I wanted some of this to be done in real time. So I did do our pin number so I could go ahead and mark those on the course boards. And I did roll for conditions, which are soft conditions. So we lose 5 yards on fairway shots, but I didn't roll for day wind. And on Birthplace, that's a big deal, right? Because the way that the course boards read is that if you end up with a calm wind, and this is an I-rated course, so you got to roll between 11 and 16, then you just play it as normal, right? But if you end up with moderate or blustery winds, then you have to use the wind charts that are actually on the course boards. And then you also get into prevailing winds with a type A, B, and C. So let's just go ahead and roll. Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
And I'm going to click this twice on purpose because sometimes if you just click it once, you get the same number up here. So I'm going to click it twice real fast. All right. So our number is a 46, and that means we're going to have moderate winds tonight. And then let's see which the direction the prevailings are in, and we'll do the 1 die here. And so what the dice roll there is a 44, and that's a type B wind based on what the course notes tell us. All right.
Is this
so
the APBA
moderate
that does wind on every shot, or are there other courses that exist that do this?
This is the only one I've seen.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And to that point, I'm going to come over to the configuration settings and in part do that so that you make sure that I set it up the way that you wanted it. We've got master game rules here with master lie types, original golfers. Because of the roll on each shot, okay, for wind, we have to select the modified check auto roll. That you don't have to check that, but you do need to check on each shot. So anytime you got moderate or blustery winds on Birthplace, you'll need to do that to get the game caddy to do what it does. This is a type A course with respect to dog legs, although there aren't that many dog legs here. And you use the modified setting for that. And then I believe that the other things that you use are the player's point of view for trees, but this is practically a links course with the exception of the wind bushes. And you use the homebrew rule for A-rated players with respect to working the ball. And then I think you also use the minimum WI shot roll homebrew rules modified, and then modified for the IR scramble. Did I miss anything?
No, I'm just going to comment on working the ball for A-rated players. Your listeners have heard you say many times, this game is hard enough as it is. So that's why I like to do the modified on that one.
Yeah, and so picking up on what you just said, this is the championship round. Are we sticking with the regular putting boards, or are we going with the major championship?
Let's stick with the regular, Scott.
Yeah, as in my view, that's a good call because these are huge greens, which means that you can end up with really long putts. And you need every break you can get. Okay, so we'll apply those settings, and we're good to go here. And I'm going to be doing a lot of work because of the wind that we're dealing with tonight, Joe. So feel free to catch me if I make mistakes or chime in if I miss something. It's bound to happen. There's just too much going on here for me not to screw up something. So let me go ahead and get hole number 1 set up. This happens to be a par 72 course, but in match play, that doesn't matter so much. And you got to pick 3 clubs here. So, okay. And if you need to look at another screen, let me know. But you with the dice roll that I did prior to going on air, you ended up in the caddy 1 slot. What 3 clubs do you want?
3 wood, 5 wood, 3 iron.
All right, and I already selected mine, assuming that we wouldn't get calm wind, and I'm going with my usual 4-wood, 2-iron, and 3-iron. So we're good to go.
Let's play some golf.
All right, we'll load hole number 1 here. You're going to be up first, and I'm going to show the hole. Here's what it looks like. Let's see. You can see our pin location here, number 3. You got out of bounds. Got some water here. You got a road, and the course notes say that shots from gray road areas play as normal shots from sand. So I'm going to assume that we're just going to use these as sand columns and not treat them like bunkers.
I agree.
And again, if you want to do something different at your tournament, just let me know. But here's hole number 1, and you're up.
When you did the wind, did it? Oh, there is the wind right there, right? Okay.
Yeah. When you're doing for with the 4 each shot setting, you got to click the all-in-one button before the wind will come up. And a 13 type B moderate wind is no wind.
Okay. We ready?
Yep.
Let's hit a 3-wood and aim left 20.
63.
16. Stay dry.
So 225 down the center line that's fairway with 20 roll. So 245 on the center line in the fairway. All right. So you're going to be right there. All right. Now with Rory, I got to be a little bit careful because he can hit the ball a long way. Now I got a 45 for my roll, and that's going to be 15 carry, 5 right. So I got to come over here to the user specified result boxes. Type that in, and now you'll see that it shows up over here in my win boxes. Man, so I'm getting a lot of carry here. 5 right. Okay, I'm going to hit 35 left, and I'm going to do a 4-wood. 62 is a 2. So that's going to go 260 left 20, and that's fairway with 10 roll. So 270 left 20.
Nice shot.
Thank you. All righty. And you've got a good angle. I'm going to be short-sighted. I'm going to close this little thing here. That'll make it a little simpler for me to keep track of stuff. All right. And you've got a carry objective of 140, but you've got some wind here. So you've got a 20 carry and 10 right. So that's going to change your carry objective to 120.
Okay, if I aim left 20, it's going to take aim left 20, and that's going to take a little bit off of my. Now I'm at 125, so we're going to go pitching wedge. Spin it back right at it. Okay, let's do it.
15.
That's a 4.
So 395 left 5. That hits green, rolls back 5. You're 1 straight away.
Yep.
So I'll just show he landed there, backed up to there. So basically a called shot. 1 straight. 10 feet. All right. Let's see what my wind is. Oh, maybe no wind. No wind. Okay, 120. Sand wedge. 64 is a 2, and I'll reduce it. 390, back up 5. So I'm going to be 1 straight. Whoops. Yeah, 390, back up 5, 1 straight.
Nice shot. Couple of short putts to see you can take the first hole.
11 feet. All right. So I'm far, 11 feet. Go for it. 21 is a 21. Missed it by a foot.
Go, go, go.
Oh, you're gonna take this hole.
Yes, 1 up. Hello.
There you go. All right, I'm just concede that to get it done. All right. So you are 1 up. Oops. There we go. All right, let's go on to hole number 2 here. I don't know if we got anybody watching tonight. If we do, feel free to let us know you're there, ask questions, make comments, root somebody on. And you can use, I guess, one of your momentums if you want. But let's see what your wind is here before I show the hole. So a 61 looks like it's a 20 carry on this.
Wow.
And again, if you don't have Birthplace and you're wondering where we'll get these numbers from, it's actually printed on the course board. All right, here we go.
Whew.
And these are wind bushes. And if you get into these wind bushes, it's bad news. You more than likely, you're going to end up with an unplayable lie. And best case scenario, you can just hit back to the center line. So
I'm not going to use my momentum. That fairway's pretty wide open. I am going to aim right 15. And that ball's going to carry 20. Carry 20, which means my driver's going to go 275. Could roll up into that trap. So let's go 3 wood and just aim at right 10 instead of 15 and hit the 3 wood. Aiming right 10. There you go. And let's hit it.
Yeah, one other thing I should point out, and Joe, I think you know this, but just in case you don't, I'm sure other people won't know this. Let me come back and show this hole real quick. We have a gentle dog leg here, and again, it's a type A dog leg. Most of the time with gentle dog legs, and it doesn't matter whether you have the modified setting or the original setting, although tonight we happen to have the modified setting. Most of the time when you're hitting through a dog leg that's gentle, when you're using the type A or type B selections, it again, which mimics the actual movement based on grid lines. Okay, it's not just math; it's grid lines. But there's an algorithm that does that. If you're within a few yards, 15 yards, 20 yards of the center line, you won't even notice any effect at all. But if you cross at some point that's way away from the center line, then you'll see an adjustment that may affect how far that shot goes. Just wanted to make you clear about that. Now, I didn't bring that up because of your shot selection. I just pointed it out because I happened to think of it. So
yeah, that's something that's new information for me. That's
okay. You weren't aware of that. Okay, yeah. But again, it's when you're pretty far away from the center line with a gentle dog leg, you can see usually at most a 5-yard adjustment. So 3 wood, aim 10 right with 56.
14.
Okay, so 260, 35 right, and then 20 roll. You may be okay.
Let's see if it brings it back towards the center by 5. To your point, it might not have rolled enough through it, but this will be a great example of what you just talked about.
So that's then 20. Yeah. So let me come over here and do this. It's fairway. That was what I wanted to check. So 275 right, 35. So okay. You're going to be kind of in this no man's land of grid lines here. Yeah. There really isn't such an animal, but let's say it's right about there. and you can't be blocked by wind bushes. But if you're in them, again, it's no fun. But so you're just going to be somewhere in this vicinity. But the point is that you're in the fairway, and that's all that really matters.
Yep.
Okay. Oops. All right. I thought we were going to see those funny gray areas that we haven't seen in a long time with the game caddy. All right, 65. That's not going to be good for me, I don't think. See, 20 carry, 5 right. That's not too bad. All right. So I think I'm going to aim 20 left. Rory could end up in that bunker up there, but I'm going to hit a driver, and let's just see what happens. 52, Lord knows what happens. 24. All right, so 270, 30 right, and we know that that's fairway. And 25 roll is going to be 295, 30 right. So it was really no adjustment on that one. And I'm going to just narrowly
miss the wind bush.
Yeah.
That's a great shot. Good angle.
Oh, 30 right.
A lot closer than I am.
Yeah. Yeah, those long ones are all 30 on this course, as I remember. Okay. 295, 30 right, fairway. Yeah, you'll make aiming selections on this course unlike any you'll make on other courses. 32 is your wind roll, and that's going to be 10 carry and 5 right.
Okay. Let's
190 carry objective.
Aim 25 left. And hit a 4-iron.
55.
It's a 5.
So 460 left 25. So that'll be a diagonal away with 10 roll. You should be a diagonal away.
Yep.
You will have hit there and rolled to there. One diagonal.
Well, Collin firing it in there close.
Yeah. 13 feet.
Okay.
Okay. What roll? Oh, no wind. Okay. 180. Let's see. $20 left. 185. So 6-iron knockdown. 21 is a 3. So 455 left 25 with 5 rolls. I think I'm one diagonal away.
Nice shot. Couple of short putts again for the hole.
Right there, I think.
Yeah.
And again, if you see something that I'm messing up, let me know. 18 feet. Ooh.
Oh, guess what? You get the first putt again.
Yeah. Okay, let's go for it. 52, 21. That sounds familiar. 3 feet. 13 feet.
Go for it.
53.
17 is good.
Yep, that's
Up.
in. 2 up. And I got to take this putt here. All right, good for you. Great putting.
Birdie.
All right. And Rory's certainly not a bad putter, but you've had some nice ones. All right, hole number 3 here. Okay, we got some hole notes here, but let's take a look at the wind. 12, you're going to have no wind. And here's our hole.
Okay.
That's out of bounds over here.
Use the momentum and reduce it.
Driver, I assume.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be just left of that bunker.
All right, 255, right 10, and you're going to, scoot right by 20. So 275, right 10, fairway. Slip right by that bunker with a good angle. That's a great place to be able to use your momentum.
Oh, yeah.
And unfortunately, I have no bounce backs. So 61 is 20, carry 5 left. All right. All right, I'm going to aim. I'm going to aim 25 left and hit a driver. 32, 22. So 280, 20 right, and I'm going to end up in a wind bush, I think. I get 25 rolled, 280, 20. I thought I was aiming left far enough. 10. Do I scoot by or not?
You hit the dark green portion of it. I just don't know if that's part of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. If you think I hit the dark green, I do. Where do you think? Right here at 295?
Yep. That's it.
Actually, looking up on my monitor, it's a little bit easier for me to see what you're seeing. Okay. All right. So I think I got 15 roll there. 1, 2, yeah, 15. But that's not going to be good. All right. Here's what we got to do. This is okay. All right, so now what I have to do is roll the dice here. And with the wind bush, the deal is if I get a dice roll of 11 to 22, it's unplayable lie. And then a 23 to 26, I have to play back to the center line. So let's see what we get here. 22. So things are not going well tonight. So I have an unplayable lie. So I move the ball to the nearest point away and count a penalty stroke. All right. So we record that shot. All right. And so that shot will get recorded, if I'm doing this right, as a penalty stroke. All right. And then I have to drop the ball. And I'm gonna drop it back 5 yards, which puts me in the intermediate rough. So I'm going to drop it there from here. So
and
that's going to be.
You get a club length, so I would even let you go 290 right 15 because you get
go
a club
that way
from there. So and it's no closer to the hole if you go back. I'd put you there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So 290. That's in the fairway.
Yep. Well, you got tight.
What's that?
You got to put your shot tight. You're hitting 3. You got to put it close.
Yeah. Well, and I think you're going to be up.
Let's see what kind of wind we got.
51 is 10 and 10.
Okay.
All right, 120 carry objective, and you got a good angle.
Aim left 15 and hit a pitching wedge.
So ball's landing on green right of center line, and before the 400-yard mark, roll back 10 yards and stop. Okay. But you got to be right of the center line, which is going to be highly unlikely with this 10 left business. Okay. All right. So did I miss something? What club?
Let's hit a pitching wedge.
Thank you.
And let's see what happens.
21.
That's a 6.
So 405 left 20, and then you back up 5. So maybe a diagonal away here. Let's see, 405 left 20. Are you there?
Yep.
One diagonal.
That's what I got.
Let's see, first putts from right of the center line. Well, you're not right of the center line. One diagonal. 11 feet. Okay. So I pretty much got to go for the hole here. 14. Well, that's no wind. Come on. 120. That's 25 left. So I'll aim 25 left. 125 sand wedge. Could do a knockdown gap wedge. That's probably about the same. Sand wedge. I'll just do a sand wedge. 31 is a 2. I'll reduce it. So 405 left 25. It's on the pin, but then it rolls back 5. So I'm 1 straight away. 8 feet. All right. 11 feet.
Go.
13.
It's 25. I missed it.
All right. So I got to make this 8-footer here.
Yeah.
Come on, Rory. 25 is a 14. Thank goodness.
Okay. Let's see what happens there.
32.
A 20. Okay. That's a great tie on that hole from where you were at with the penalty. You still tied it. Great playing.
Thank you. Feel fortunate that Collin didn't make another long putt there. Okay, so I think where we're at is you're still 2 up. All right, let's load hole 4. Okay, we got stuff up here, but I think this is once you get up around the green, so I'm not going to fool with it till we get closer. 31, and that is 10 carry. All right, and here's the hole.
Okay. Aim left 30 and hit a driver.
62.
That's a 6. That's my average. I'll reduce it.
255 left 20. I think that's fairway with 20 roll. 275 left 20. So you're going to be right there. Oh, you can't see.
Just missed the rough.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what my wind is here. 43 is 15 carry. All right. Hmm. 30 left. $25 is a 2. So 285 left 15. Is that rough, intermediate rough? Let's see. 280, no. Oh, misses it. It goes past it. Yeah, 285 left 15.
Smoked it.
25 roll. So 310 left 15.
Nice shot.
Now forgot what the numbers were here. 310 left 15. Okay. Yeah, I hit past this little patch here. I think I landed right there. All righty. Your wind, 45, is a 15 carry. So carry objective 185 with a good angle.
Aim right 10, hit a 5-iron.
And we got things, if you hit purple or yellow crosshairs, those are all short of the green. And let's see, all shots of bounce. Oh, they just continue to go in whatever direction. Okay. 61.
That's a 5. That's my average. I will reduce it.
So 465, right 10 with 5 roll. You're going to be one straight. Right there.
Yep.
$5 feet. Wow. Give a guy a break here, Joe.
Oh, I'm getting some rolls. The dice roll gods are being very friendly.
10 carry. All right, 155. Wow, I feel like I got to play aggressive here. So 15 right. That's going to change things. 160. So if I knock this down, that's going to make that a 5. It's going to leave me a little bit short, maybe. No, let's see. Yeah, it could leave me short. So 8-iron knocked down, but I'm going to do that anyway. $16 doesn't matter. 14. 445 left 5, and I'm going to be in those purple crosshairs. All right, shots, landing roll, bounce 15 yards left, and then take any remaining roll. There is no remaining roll, so I'll just bounce 15 left from, let me just put it in here. So I'm going to end up at 445 left 20. And that's going to be in the rough, I think.
Yeah.
Right there. Not a good shot.
He's a scrambler 3. That's going to help you on this chip shot.
All right. Well, scramble, I don't think it really makes any difference when you're in approach range. Let's see. Let me look at this. All right. I'm going right for the pin. $21 is a 3. 470, right 15. I'm on the pin. 6 feet.
Great shot.
Yeah. I just need you to miss a 5-footer.
You could to tie another one. You got a 6-footer.
25. That we know that's a 14. All right. Here's your 5-footer.
I'm up 3, partner. Whoo!
Here you go. Wow.
On. Taking no prisoners.
Yeah, this has all the makings of a blowout here. Up 3, number 5. I told you, I think when I played Collin, his card early on, that he could win this whole thing, particularly with those momentums and bounce backs. But that hasn't really been the factor thus far. It's just been his great ball striking and putting. All right, let's look at hole 5. Oh, you're not gonna have any wind on this, okay?
I think I'm going to save the momentum, Scott, for later. I'm okay to be short-sighted. I just want to avoid that junk. So let's aim left 25 and hit a driver.
64.
The 6. No change.
250 left 10. That's fairway with 20 roll. 270 left 10 fairway. Wow.
Guy's got a lot of small numbers on his card. Collin Morikawa.
Here we go. .46, 15 carry. I mean, you're taking way more chances than I would under similar circumstances, but it's paying off for you. I mean, who am I to question that? All right, so we already know Rory can go way right. Now I'm going to hit it 50 left. .54, 24. The hits keep on coming. So I ended up 5 left because I aimed 50 right or 50 left. Those of you who are thinking I was crazy for doing that, you'll see now. You see why. 255 left 5. That's going to be in the fairway with 25 roll.
You couldn't have played it perfectly, like almost like you knew the deck.
like I was banking on getting a 54.
That is so cool.
280 left 5. Okay. So I'm sitting right here. All right.
The problem is we're going to have to work the heck out of this ball. The pin is 25 left. And
this is a par 5, though. So I guess most players don't reach the green in 2, or you don't get close to the pin in 2. Man, that's a better way of putting it. So 26 for you. You're going to have 5 carry on this. Come on. So carry objective 280.
3 wood, work the ball left 10.
Shot numbers of 56.
14.
Whoops.
And in the working, it's a 5.
So 515, right 20. That may be wind bushes.
Right in the middle of it. This might help you. That's what you needed.
You know, my goal is to make you feel sorry for me. And so, all right. So you're splat. All right. Let's see what happens here. So this is 55. So this is playable, but you have to play safe to the center line using the TS chart. All right. So we'll just mark that as if it's tree stymied, so that it uses the correct play safe chart for you next time. 23. Let's see. I think that's a 5 carry.
Yes, it is.
All right. So Rory can actually reach this in 2 with a 4 wood. And I don't want to get too crazy here, given that you're going to have to play back to the center line. But I will work the ball 10 left, maybe. That's pretty conservative, but let's just do that. 34, goodness gracious, is a 23. And then a 26 is a 31.
Maybe they'll work against each other.
510 left 45. I may be in different wind bushes. No. But I'm not going to get much roll. 510 left 45. That's 30, 45. I'm going to get 10 rolls, so I'm going to be right there. Holy cow. And I'm going to be short-sighted. That's a terrible shot because I'm short-sighted now. Oh boy. I got to put the 10 in here. All right. So you must, well, it said you had to play safe. I forgot about you having to do that anyway. So, all right. So,
let me tell you my thinking. Like, I'm going to be lying 3 from the wherever I chip out. You're lying 2. So I want to have a good angle, but I know how these things work out of a tree stymied. A lot of times it can go nowhere and stay in the wind bush. And in fact, that happened to me one time when I live streamed with you and others at this golf course, but I got to try to do it. So I'm thinking I'm going to go 15, and let's see if it ends up on the right side of the center line and not in the same wind bush.
so you wanted an additional 5 yards. So you're going to be right on the center line.
That helps me. Now I can go with the.
Yep.
Yeah, Jester's right. This is madness for sure, especially with the wind bushes and the wind on every shot. Literally madness.
Aptly named. Okay. Good to see you, Jester. Thanks for coming out. Okay. You're so far.
Yeah, we got to target the pin here. Let's see. Bring up the approach. Let me see what happens. Approaches. Let's see how he hits it. Okay, he goes left or right 5 on a good shot. He's got quite a few of those, so let's aim left 20. Roll me a 3, 6, or 9. Here we go.
26. It may not matter.
Yeah, that's a 24.
6 feet minus die. You can put it in. 2 feet. So 4.
4 feet. 4 feet for par.
Wow.
You got yours. You can get up and down for birdie, though.
And not from there. Not, I mean, because of the APBA rule, I have to hit to the center line.
Yeah, you got to hope for like a left 10.
I've got to hit here. I got to hope for a roll in a 26 is what I got to hope for.
Yeah, that would help.
There's no 2 ways around it. I'm too close to work the ball.
Is your 46 a good roll also, or no on his card?
It's a 36.
Yeah, that'll help you. You got 2 rolls that'll really help you.
Okay.
Roll one of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing for me to do here. What I'll do is I'll hit from the south, I guess, just to do that. Call distance is 55. Here's my roll, 16. That's going to, believe it or not, that's a 3 on his card, which would be terrific under normal circumstances. But I'm gonna be went 5 yards longer, so I'm at 560. So I'm sitting here. So that's a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, here's your under over for your long putt. What did you say? 29 feet was the under over for the longest putt of the.
I made up some number, 27 feet or something like that. I don't know what it was. Okay. So you're sitting 4, I'm sitting 3. You got a 4-footer. I've got to go for it. You're going to make that 4-footer.
Roll a 66.
42. It's a 23. That's not even a good number on his card. Okay. So I'm 9 feet away. I'll go again. 25 again. 14. That'll be in. So from 4 feet, 13.
A 25, I made it.
That's good enough. Yep.
Wow. Out of the wind bush. You hit it out of the wind bush on an earlier hole and tied the hole. I hit it out of a wind bush on this hole, tied the hole. That's some scrambling right there.
Yeah.
Still up 3, going to the 6th.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
Wow.
You can always count on the jester. He's a game caddy supporter like no other. All righty. Birthplace, number 6. All righty. And some would, I guess, back in my high school days, people used to call me an athletic supporter, but I'm not sure that's the same thing. All right. Hole 6. Here we go.
Oh, there's some trouble on this hole everywhere.
All right. And you get to have first crack at it.
Bushes.
23.
And
let's see. So you get just 10 carry on this.
Okay.
And we got crosshairs, but again, these are really second shot issues that we can talk about when that time comes.
Left 25 at a driver.
All right, here we go. 51.
That's a 6, no change.
So 260 left 10. You've skirted all the trouble again. 280 left 10. Man, oh man. This is a clinic you're putting on here.
You said it. Collin Morikawa is one of the nicest cards I've seen in APBA. Just he's such a ball striker in real life. Apropos to give him a card like that.
All right. Thank you, Jester. All right. Let's see what I got here. 31. And that's going to be 10 carry, 5 right. Boy, and you don't want to go right here. I'm going to hit 40 left and a driver. $46, 32. So 285 left 15. That's fairway, 35 roll. 320 left 15.
Well, you're inside of 100, so that's a fantastic shot. Good angle.
Yeah.
Yards. Go get you some.
All right. And we can talk about, again, I know sometimes you're going to have no wind here. Yeah, we can talk about this, Joe. I know you and I sometimes play this differently. We got red crosshairs. Does this account when you're hitting approach shots? Of course, you have a WI shot coming up, so this will count for you. But when it comes to be my shot, we may have to discuss that. But you're up. Carry objective is 120. Let me show folks what you're looking at here. There you go.
And we're going to get a 5-yard green roll. If it hits the green, it doesn't apply to any of that other stuff.
Thank you. I missed that before.
So that tells me that'll offset my spin. So let's go right 15 and hit a gap wedge.
$55.
It's a 4.
So 400, right 20, that's on the pin. Wow. 1 foot.
Yowza.
Great shot. Great shot. What do I say? I mean, it's just 43. So I'm going to have 10 carry, 10 right. And if John Thompson were here, he would be saying, how can one player have no wind and another player have all this other stuff?
Okay.
And
I'm going to say that based on our previous comment. Let's say if it's an approach shot, the red grids do not count.
This does not. Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Which makes sense, right? If you're
I using the same logic, I'm presuming that you don't add the 5 yards roll to other shots because it's a WI shot and you don't really know how the shot got. I mean, it's an approach shot. You don't really know how the shot got there, or do you want to add the 5 roll? And if so, is it 5 carry?
Yeah, I would say none of that applies.
Okay. All right. But the wind does. So it's now targeting me. The pin's at 400 right 20, but because of this wind, which is full at this distance, it's now got me at 410 right 30, which isn't even on the green. All right, so I got to back this off. So let me put that at 390 to start off with. That gives it to 400. And then I want to be right 20. So if I go to right 10, all right, now I'm targeting the pin, taking the wind into account, and my call distance is 75. All right. 53 is another 3. This might be okay.
Be right on the hole.
It could be 400 right 20. It is, but it needs to go in. 3 feet. Okay. Wow.
The hole.
Wow.
That's clutch when I'm 1 foot to put it that tight to not lose another point.
Yeah. Jester's right. This is just tearing it up. Okay.
We're both within tap-in distance almost.
All right. Let's see. I do have a 33 on my card, but fortunately not on that number. Okay. And you're 1 foot. 16 is a
25.
Yeah. All right.
Nice birdie.
Likewise. All right. So you're still 3 up here. I feel fortunate to be holding ground on some of these holes. All right. And the Jester's going to be leaving us, it looks like. I've lost my cursor here. Where is it? There it is. Okay. And it's back. Hole 7. All right. Let's see what your wind looks like here. 62. 20 carry, 5 left. All righty. So here's the hole. All right. Oh, we do have a dog leg here, and that's a normal dog leg. And we got some stuff around the deep bunkers here, which I think makes the ball roll into the deep bunker. I don't exactly remember, but there's our pin location. Let's see. Ball's landing, rolling onto red crosshairs, roll the nearest point in sand trap and stop. All right. All right. And you got, again, 20 carry, 5 left. What's your pleasure?
Aim right 15 yards and hit a 3-iron.
25.
The 5.
So 215, right 5. That's fairway with 10 roll. Right. 225, right 5, fairway. Yeah, distance is not going to be the issue on this hole.
Yeah, I just want to be good angle, stay clear of the deep bunkers.
All righty. Let's see what I got for wind. 53. 15 carry, 5 left. All righty. Yeah, I'm less concerned about the good angle just because that pin's so close to the center line. I'm going to hit a 2-iron and hope that I don't get like a 31 or something here. And I will aim. I'll aim 15 right. A 31.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I think aiming the 15 right helped there. So 245, right 5. And yeah, it's only 15 roll with a 2-iron. So.
You might stay on the center line. Let's see what it does.
Yeah, 260 on the center line.
Yeah, you got the angle still. It's a great shot.
Yeah. You know these shot results better than I do.
I just the normal dog leg with the 15 roll sometimes can depends on how deep you were into it when it landed, but that ended up good.
So 16, you got no wind again, buddy.
Wow. Let's aim left 5, knock down a 9-iron.
$24.
It's a 6.
355 on the center line, no roll, so you're one diagonal.
Man. Just throwing darts.
And that's 16 feet.
Oh, okay, finally, he's got a little duster.
35. Let's see what we got here. I got 10 carry, 5 left. Oh. There we go. All right, what's that? Oh, we're in approach range here. All right, so I got to back this off to 350. And I don't want to go, let's see. Yeah, we're going for the pin here.
Roll 369.
Here we go. 41 is a 3.
Beautiful. Here you go again.
360, left 5 on the pin.
Go in.
5 feet.
Great.
I love that you're rooting for me. You are.
I want to see a good match, but
you are the epitome of APBA golf with your good sportsmanship. Okay, 16 feet for you.
Are you rooting for this to go in?
I am. I'm actually over here praying. I know I'm off camera. But,
I got to go for it. 1 through 13 is in. Let's see what you roll.
21.
21. Missed it.
All right. 3 feet. And I got to get a good roll still. 53. That'll be in 17. All right. So
nice job. You knock it down to, I'm only 2 up.
I don't know why I did that. I just didn't want to get skunked. I mean, that became my goal.
There's a lot of golf left. You could come back and win this thing.
All right. Do that. All right. I've adopted this poor, pitiful me persona, and I'm going to milk it for all it's worth. It's my version of Columbo. Okay, hole number 8. All right, let's see what the wind looks like. 46 is headwind, -10. All right, and here's the hole. You got a par 3 finally. And if it hits on the green, you get 10 green roll. That's a whole note, so I'll put that in there. But at least we've got a pin that's close to the center line. Oh, wrong box. 10 green roll. That's for both of us. Right, so I could take my momentum here, right?
Yes, you could.
And I like to take them on par 3s. I know James said he didn't like to do that last time we played.
Well, and your iron to the right, so you could probably put it right on the hole.
That's what I'm thinking. So let me mark this. Okay. So I got par 3s. I can get screwed up on the math here. So I'm going to take my time and think this through. The carry objective is 200. So a knockdown 5 iron will be too much because it's, let's see, let me think. Is it taking that 10 green roll into account? I don't know. I can't remember if it takes the roll. Let me get rid of that and I'll answer my own question. No, it doesn't. Okay.
Yep, calculate it.
I couldn't remember. All right. And why would it? Because it's a carry objective. All right. So a 6 iron is a 185. It normally gets 5 rolls. So that would be 15 roll. So that should be 200. If I'm not missing anything, we're not playing with women, so I don't have to deal with those adjustments. So the 6 iron ought to do it here. A 6 iron is it? All right. So a 6 iron and take my 2 and not reduce it.
And we're going to see the first hole in one on a live stream right here.
All right. 175, right 5 with 15 roll. It's going to put it at 190, right 5. Here we go.
Go in.
Yeah. 8 feet. Okay. I'll take it. I'm perfectly content with 8 feet.
Don't get too excited because I'm going to be one straight away with my bounce back.
All right. So you do have some wind here.
If I get my right wind, I could put it on it also. 60.
Minus 20.
Okay. Oh, now I might go to the right with my wood. Yes, watch this. Okay. Give me a bounce back. Let me think here. I'm going to do like you did, a 195. I think it rolls 10 with the 3 iron. That's going to put it 95. It's going to roll 20. It's going to be 5 past it. 185. Okay, 3 iron, 6, no change. This might be a. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Does this 3 iron just go 5 yards right? Let me look at my book real quick. 3 iron, 5 right. Yeah, no change.
I would have told you if I knew, but I didn't know. So 175 right with 20 rolls. So you are going to go 5 past. You're going to be right there.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way I could have got it on the pin, but I'll take that.
1 straight. 13 feet.
And I'm going to go for it because you're tight.
62.
15.
It's in.
Yes.
Now I got to make an 8-footer.
Oh, no.
And I wasted my momentum.
Oh.
All right. You're back to 3 up. 54 was just waiting for me. Okay. All right. Hole number 9. And you've got bounce backs to spare. All right. So what do we got here wind wise? 16, probably no wind for you. Yeah, no wind. Come on. All right. And here's the hole.
Yep.
Short hole, but lots of ways to get in trouble here.
You know, normally I'd save the momentums, but I think with the 3-shot lead, I got to try to put the pedal to the metal and use a momentum. Hit my driver and reduce it.
So 255, right 10, and 20 roll. 275, right 10, fairway.
Right 10.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Oh.
You could tell I wanted you to be short-sighted. Okay. 24 is minus 5. All right, so we got to try to drive the green here. So let's just go for it. 15 is a 1.
Wow, that's going to be close.
Let's see. I don't want to reduce that, do I? I don't think so. So 285 left 15. How long as I'm not going to be short-sighted here? That's the issue. And 25 roll. So that's going to be 310 left 15.
Oh, you missed it by
too far. I'm going to be short-sighted. Yeah.
just barely. I think you're what, 25 yards out.
30. Yeah.
Oh man, that's still a great drive.
Okay. It looks like no wind again for you. And your call distance is 70.
Okay. Give me my approaches again. Let me see what this is going to do. Left or right 5 again. Okay. Let's aim left 10. Okay.
61.
5.
So 345 left 5. So diagonal and a straight, I think.
Yep.
Well, that gives me a fighting chance anyway. 27 feet. But you'll probably get the over-under thing. All right. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. It's 30. There are some, I won't do this, but there are some people who say, well, I could play safe, right, north south, because the game caddy will let you do that, but I'm not going to do that. I think that defeats the spirit of the game here. All right. 54.
Maybe it'll go left.
19. Yeah, it could.
It might.
Yeah, it does a little. 330 left 5. Did I get to the green?
Yep.
Right there. It's on the green, I guess. 2 diagonals. Oh, boy. 33 feet. I'm still far after all that. All right. I'm going to play safe. This is about not giving you another stroke. 22. Oh, I should have gone for it, maybe. It's a 5. A 5 from 33 would have been in. Playing it safe, it's a tap in. Okay.
Safe.
43.
19.
And 2. 16.
25. All right. After 9, I'm up 3. Just thinking fast. I'm telling you.
Well, I guess I can't say I didn't get the roll. I just didn't use it wisely. All right, hole 10. Look at fairway percentages. Morikawa 100%, 89% greens in regulation. I've got 88% fairway, 78% greens in regulation.
Yeah,
and that's Birthplace.
Both hitting the ball good.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to miss the fairways with.
I'm up 3, and you're still playing a really good match. You're 2 under on the front 9.
All right, so what do we got here? We got 46 is 10 carry. And we'll take a look at the hole up here. The only note we know for sure that's going to come into effect is first putts read result 1 column longer than actual distance.
I'm going to aim right 30 and hit a driver.
$61.
An 8.
So 245 right 40. And that'll certainly be fairway. Now where it rolls, 245 right 40. Oh yeah, you're good. 20 roll, I think. 44, also 10 carry. Man, I could end up in those wind bushes on the left or the deep bunker on the right. This is kind of a no-win situation if you hit a driver here, unless you manage to carry all of that stuff. Yeah, this is not a good hole for Rory. He's not well adapted to what this hole has to offer. Do I play conservative at this point? No, but I don't think this is the hole that I go all in on. I'm going to hit 20 right, and I'm going to hit a 2-iron. $32. That's probably lucky. 22. So 220 right 55. That's 30, 40, 55, and I roll 10. Right there. $16, no wind. I'm still 185, good angle. Six-iron knockdown. 43. It's going to be an 11, right? Yeah. I'll probably go long with this. No, went short. 390, left 15 with 10 roll. That might not be too bad. 390, left 15, 10 roll. I'm one straight away, I think. Is that what you get, Joe? Oh, I lost Joe's sound here. Let's see. Can you hear me, Joe? Joe? Say something. No, I don't have you. 1 second. Now say something.
Check 1, check 2.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
all
one
right.
away.
Okay, there we go. Every now and then I lose a guest. All right, one straight. $6 feet. All righty. At least I'm putting a little bit of pressure on here. 26 is no wind. Carry objective 145.
Aim left 10, knock down an 8.
$23.
18. Finally rolled a bad one.
Oh, wow. Let's see. 390 left 25 with no roll. So you're going to be here in the fairway. You could putt from there.
I'll chip it.
You're 15. Ball's landing or rolling on fairway past the 325. You didn't have any roll. Okay, just wanted to double check that. All right, so 15. 25.
5.
All right, so you're going to be 5 feet, and we both have to add a column.
Yeah, make this putt, you win the hole. Here you go. Come on, start your run.
No such luck. 25. 2 feet. And
5-footer. Got to call him over. 1 through 22 is good.
32.
32 is a 20.
Got me again. Oh, wait a minute. I can putt, right? Let's see.
Yeah, we tied.
I forgot you hit off the green. 45 is a 17. Yep. I was thinking I lost that hole.
You win 2 holes. You're only down 1. Well, there's 8 holes to go, so you still have hope. I'm trying to keep you motivated here.
Oh, I'm definitely motivated. I'm just looking for openings, and when I get them, I don't seem to be able to take them. But let's see. Are you still 3 up?
Yeah, 3 up.
Yeah.
Going to the 11th hole.
All right.
No bonus points. We pushed the last hole. Tricky little par 3. The pin is tucked way left. See what the wind is doing.
For you, nothing.
Okay.
All right. Here's the hole. Another par 3. Over here, I got deep bunkers, got lips. Oh, got this purple line. This purple line comes into play potentially. Although obviously you'll be working the ball left probably, but that purple line, let's see, shots landing, rolling on green on or right of purple line, roll 15 yards right. And then balls landing, rolling on to red crosshairs, roll to nearest point in sand trap and stop. And you are up. 165.
Work at left 15 and knock down a 6-iron.
62.
It's a 7.
And then a 52.
30.
So 155 left 10. That hits green and 5 green roll. So you're going to be a diagonal and a straight.
Okay.
Given that work the ball number, I'm surprised that you got it even that close. 23 feet.
There's your opportunity. Win opportunity.
Oh, unless the wind's blowing me left. Let's see, 63. I get 20 carry. All right. All right, so that makes it a 145. I've got to work the ball left. I have a B rating for that. Let's see. Yeah, I need to hit a little bit long, maybe. If I knock down a 9-iron, that's going to make it. I'm going to have to knock down an 8-iron. All right, 8-iron knockdown. And I want to work the ball left 15. $33 is a 1. And then a 56 is a 16. So 180 left 10. I went way too far. 180 left 10 with no roll. 60, 70, 80 left 10. So 2 diagonals and a straight.
Make a long putt. Let's do it. Let's see a 6 or an 11.
48 feet. Well, I am going to play it safe because you've got quite a putt to make too.
48 feet. 1 through 5. Good. There you go. You made it.
It's in. Wow.
You made it.
All right. So I hope everybody out there took the over on the longest putt.
It's 48 footer.
You're going for it, obviously. 35. That's a good roll, but probably not good enough.
1 through 8. I'm only up 2. Way to go.
All right. Whoops, I forgot to put you in.
That's what I'm talking about. You rolled that 66.
Yeah. Well, if you have that magic power, I'm no problem if you continue to use it. All right. Hole 12. Yeah, I do want to make this competitive if possible. Okay, let's see what our wind looks like here. 64. Oh my goodness. minus 20, 15 right. I mean, at least these winds are known. They're not variable winds, but they're pretty severe.
Doesn't seem to be moving it a whole lot left and right. It's almost like when you're going out or coming back in, it's either behind you or in your face.
Yeah, that seems to be true of, I guess, the type B wind. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just based on what's happening tonight. So first putts from right of pin 1 and before the 340 yard mark, read result 1 column longer. Okay, so 340 would be right here, and it's got to be before that. So it would be anything over in here.
Yep.
Right. And there's our pin location, and these ugly wind bushes. And again, I mean, Rory, well, let's see what we got here. I got minus 20. He's not going to carry the green today, but on a different day would have the potential to do that.
Do you burn your last momentum, or are you hanging on to it?
I almost feel like I have to use it to get rid of the. I'm gonna have to do some math, but I don't want to end up in those wind bushes. And I feel like because I've got this minus 20, I've got to hit it all out. Let's see. Of course, it's only the wind bush on the right that's probably the issue. Let's see what we got here. And of course, you can use your bounce back. So if I don't use it,
you're fine. Your average is a 1, so you'll go 15 left, bring it back. You're going to be right on the center line.
Yeah.
I think you're going to like this shot.
Yeah.
Good angle coming in.
And I'm not, let's see, I'm not going to end up in that deep bunker that's on the center line, am I? Let's see, 290.
No.
I don't, probably 30 roll, but I lose 20, so that'd be about 310. Well, I'm going to be close to that deep bunker.
Yeah, you'll be short of it.
I don't know the actual roll.
Well, yeah, your carry is minus 20, so that it's going to land 270 and roll like 30 yards.
Yeah, as long as it's not 35 yards. Let's see. I can do a quick look over here. Clubs. A 1. Rolls 30. Okay. I don't normally do that, but I just did. Okay. 1. And yeah. All right. So 270. And then, oh, it was only 25 roll. Huh. It's 30. Soft. Oh, we have soft conditions. I forgot. Okay, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so you plugged it up there nice. That's a great drive.
Yeah, 295. No, I totally forgot about that. Yeah. Right. So 295 on the center line, which.
Here comes Rory.
Right there. And let's make sure I got rid of my momentum. All right. And I've got to update that shot. All right, 63. Wow, you're going to get some wind here too. Minus 20, right 15.
15. Minus 20. Wow, 235. Okay, let's use a bounce back. With no change on it.
I don't know why I rolled the dice. I didn't mean to do that. So 235, right 30. That's fairway, 20 roll. So 255, right 30. There. Okay, and short-sighted, but hardly makes a difference. See what your wind is. 23. Looks like a minus 10.
Okay.
So you're 100 to the pin. That's why the approach caddy's on. But you know how all this works, right? This is because of the wind. This takes into account the wind. This does not.
Yeah, so go off of that. Can you take? I think I'm gonna have to hit an iron.
Okay. Oh, when you said off, that's what you meant. Okay.
Let's work the ball right 5 and hit a gap wedge.
You don't want to work at 50?
No.
Okay. All right. Oh, all right. 16's your shot number.
16, big trouble.
42.
A 5.
So 355, left 15. That hits green and no roll. So diagonal 1, 2, 3.
Uh-oh. Things are falling apart. It's
55 feet.
striking the ball a lot differently than he did on the front 9.
All right. I'm going to have wind, but it's going to be cut in half here. So minus 20, right 15. I can't imagine doing this math without the game caddy for this course.
No.
APBA used to include this course as when you bought the game. And if anybody is watching this live or a recording of it, and I don't think this is the course that you get anymore with your game, but obviously a lot of people want to have Birthplace because it's St. Andrews. Why wouldn't you? In my view, this is not a beginner's course unless you just ignore the wind charts and all that stuff. It's a time-consuming, difficult course to play if you're a brand new player. Play something else. Play a course with very few hole notes, and certainly not one that you have to use separate wind charts for. Now, of course, once you know what you're doing, it's not that difficult at all. You just got to follow the steps. But I don't recommend this for brand new users. Okay, so 55. That means this wind's going to cut in half here. It's targeting me currently at 340, right 10, but I need to be at, let's see, 350, right? So let's make that 360. And let's put that on the center line. So 350, right 5 targets me right at the hole, taking the wind into account. And without the game caddy, I don't think I'm smart enough to have figured all that out, even with pencil and paper. All right, so I'm call distance is 65. 53 is a 3 again. Wow. 0, right or left 5. So I'll be 1 straight away. 10 feet. I would have liked something a little closer, but we'll take it. 55 feet.
Hold on, let me think about your putt here. First putt's from right of pin 1. Oh, less than 340. You're not less than 340, are you? No.
No.
Okay. 10 foot. I'm going to play safe and hope you 2 putt.
Thank you, though, for paying attention to that.
I'm going to play safe.
21.
21.
Whoops. So 4 feet. I'm going for it, of course. Oh, a 20. Missed it.
I've still got to make this. 1 through 26.
45.
17.
I just
your opportunity there.
Another 20.
Still up 2. You got the
Man, you're giving me these openings. I just can't get close enough for the putting.
Just like
except for that one
down.
Except for that really one long putt.
Wow.
Okay, hole 13. All right. No hole notes. All right, that's nice to see. See what the wind is here. Hole O cross. 26. No wind. And it's a little out of focus here. Let me do this. There we go. I don't know. Sometimes it just gets out of focus. I'm assuming it's out of focus for everybody looking at it. It's not just my eyes. Okay. Thread the needle here a little bit. All right. So I'm going to hit a 4 wood and I'm going to aim 10 right. $16, 11. 240, 20 left, and I'm going to roll into a regular bunker, I think. Yep, after 10 yards. All right. So that's just a regular old fairway bunker. Thank goodness. 53. You're going to have a minus 10.
Let's aim right 10 and hit a driver.
32.
24. Gonzos.
Wow. 245, right 55. You may catch a wind bush.
I did. This could be a penalty, too, if you get the right dice roll.
30, 40, 55. That's a wind bush right there.
What's an unplayable? 11 through 22?
Yes.
Well, let's see what we roll. Either way, I'm getting out safe. I mean, I can't.
52. Yeah. So you just have to play safe using the tree stymied.
Yep.
And we haven't been using tree bounce for wind bushes because they're not like really trees. They're thickets, right?
I'm going to hit 40 yards back to the center line, Scott.
You're going to get, if I do this, you'll get wind, which we don't need to take into account even here. So let's just do this. 40.
40.
And you lost 10. So you're going to be 245, right 25, but that'll still be fairway, barely.
Yeah. I'm probably still out.
Right there. With the shadow, that may look like it's in the rough, but it's not, or even intermediate rough. But that's fairway. You are out, and no wind this time. 185.
Okay. Aim left 5 and hit a 5 iron. Roll my average. Put it on the hole.
42.
It's a 5. That's my average. Reduce it.
420, left 5. That's on the green. Roll 5. You're on the hole. 1 foot.
Oh.
Once again.
For par. You got to get up and down for birdie. Bunker.
Yeah.
You can do it.
And I'm in the sand here. Let's see. No wind. Okay.
You've got a 3 scramble. Does that work out of the sand, the scramble? I think it does.
Yeah. Yep.
Fairway bunker. All right.
So I'm in the sand and I have a good lie. There's no weirdness. But the shot's definitely going to go laterally, right? That's what the sand does to you. It pushes the ball right or left. So I can hit a 7 iron, but it still may not even end up on the green, but I got to go for it, right? So 23 is a 14. So 400 left 20. He chunked it here. 400 left 20 and no roll. Yeah, so I'm just sitting there in the fairway. All right, 30 to the pin. Unfortunately, I'm short-sighted once again. 33 is a 1. 425, so I'm going to be 1 straight away. 12 feet.
Par putt. You got to make it.
61. That might be in. 16, I think.
Nice.
In. Wow.
I don't miss it.
33. All right. So.
Still only down 2.
Once again, scrambling. Pays off for you. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, hole 14. All right, let's see the wind here. I'm not used to being up here. So 32 is just a -5. First putts from on or short of red line, 1 column longer. Okay, I'll show the hole here. This is the red line. It's kind of crooked here. Here's our pin, of course. Out of bounds over here. Nastiness here and here. Hopefully we can just hit over that. Aiming is allowed on all second shots, even if not going for the green or ball is short-sided. Okay.
Nice.
All right. We got to avoid the out of bounds here. So I'm going to hit a driver. .45 left. .22 is a 1. I'll reduce it. So 270.55 left. Hopefully I'm going to clear these deep bunkers over here. 270.55.
I think you're going to split those 2 bunkers, man. This is a great shot. Watch this.
Yeah, right between them. And then, was it 25 or 35? 25 roll.
How about that?
Yeah, I'd like to say that I had already done the math on that and, figured it out prior to my shot. No one would believe that. And if you do believe that, I have some land in some wetlands around here I'd like to sell you. Okay, 295 left 55.
How about that out of bounds? It goes all the way to 235 center line is out of bounds almost.
Yeah, if you're a short hitter and you have no wind.
That helps me. And I hit it 255, so I got to hit my driver, and I'm going to hit it left 25. Left 25 driver. It's gonna not, yep.
32.
24.
So 250 right 20, and you are out of bounds.
Re-tee.
Right there. Sorry.
He just doesn't have any pop in his driver. He can't get past that thing.
Yeah. I'm going to be playing my next ladies tournament on this course. And APBA Golf, as I said in a previous live stream, is really, while you can play with the LPGA cards and there's course adjustments and so forth, the standard adjustments do not work well on most courses. And my suspicion is it's not going to work well on Birthplace either. And I may make some adjustments above and beyond that before I start my tournament. these courses just play way too long for the ladies. Even though on this hole you would get a 50-yard, boost because it's a par 5. I'm not saying this particular hole would be fall into that category, but many holes and many courses do.
I mean, if I played this in real life, I would be aiming towards that deep bunker on the left.
Yeah, and that's essentially what I did, right? And I got lucky that I went between bunkers. All right, so let's put you here back on the tee.
Well, let's try it again. Left 25. I might do a different wind here.
You might. Let's see. 63. You do. So 63 is minus 20. That doesn't do you any favors.
Yeah, left 40. Hit the driver. I'm gonna keep it in here.
16.
12. That's good.
So 235 left 5 is barely on the fairway, but it is, and 25. You're getting all your bad rolls on one hole here. That's the way to do it. That's smart if you can make that happen. 265 left is fairway.
I'm lying 3. You're lying 1. This match just got interesting.
All right, there you go. And I think you'll be up again here. All right, at 42 is minus 5.
Target 425, if you would.
That's 165.
65. Let's hit a 6 iron. Aim it right 10.
Let me do this. $26.
24.
Now, because we have this layup tool on, I don't have to worry about it saying a hole plus dice roll. That prevents that from happening, and it just will convert it to your average eye. If I can get the thing to register. I didn't put a number in here. What's your number? 24?
24.
Yeah, there we go.
Average and no change.
Okay. So 425, right 5, no roll. Fairway. Okay, 23, no end. Let's see, 510. It's 230, and he can easily clear that. So I'm just going to clobber a 4-wood. 52. Well, I clobbered it all right. 24. 500, right 35.
Safe.
I'm going to miss wind bushes. Okay, and 15 roll.
And a good side. That's
right.
All
right there. All righty. 44 minus 10. $195.
Okay, let's aim left 5 and hit a 4 iron.
$52. Why these numbers?
26.
595, right 20, 15 roll.
I ended up on that red line, which brings that into effect.
Yep, you're right there on the red line.
One column to the left.
Let's see, but you're on the green, right? So I got to count how far this is. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straights. Is that what you get? I got to move my hand. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5 straights and on the red line.
And I'm going to add a column when I putt. It's going to be a harder putt to make.
Okay. 69 feet. 63. Oh boy. Minus 20. So 125, sand wedge. God, I don't want to be on that red line either. So I hit a gap wedge. Yeah, I'll hit a gap wedge and aim 5 left.
That's a good play.
.36 is a 15. 610 right 10 with no roll. So I'm not going to be on the red line, but I'm going to be 3 straights away.
All right, on in 2 shots.
39
less.
feet.
So you're looking good.
All right, you're 1 column longer.
I got to go for it.
Okay. Oh my God.
I made it.
Oh,
Maybe. This is incredible.
it's a 2, right?
It's a 2. I might have missed it.
In.
Oh,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
But hey, look at it took
Still
me
6. Yeah.
buttons to win.
Yeah. All right, I'll play safe. Wow. Well, first of all, congratulations on a great putt. And I don't know where those Vegas odd makers get their odds, for 27 feet, but clearly not from you, because you're
Just
you know better.
Lag it close.
24, 4 feet. I gotta make it from here, right? All right, there. I waste my 66 on that. That's all right.
You just reduced the lead to 1 with 4 holes to go.
All right, 1 up. Is that right? 1 up. I've kind of lost track, to be honest with you.
Collin's 1 up. You got the honor still. Your Rory is coming back in a big way. Just got interesting.
All right, hole 15. And if we're tied, I guess we play 18 over and over again or something like that.
Yeah. We'll just keep playing 18 until the match is over.
All right. Or we could say until one of us has to take a bathroom break. And then that's the loser.
It'd be fitting. I mean, last year's APBA MADNESS final went all the way to the 18th hole.
It did. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. So I have no wind. Let's take a look at what we got here. Par 4 here. We got red hash marks around here. We got wind bushes. We got out of bounds. This deep bunker here. All right. So I'm out of momentums at this point. What am I going to do? I'm going to hit a driver and I'm going to aim. Oh, I don't know. I'll aim 40 left. No wind. 51 is a 2. So 270 left 25 and then 25 roll.
I shot.
295 left 25 fairway. All righty. And you have no wind.
Yeah, I'm going to use my 3rd bounce back of the round and hit driver and reduce it.
.255, right 10, 20 roll. Fairway. .275, right 10, fairway. There we go. And you're going to be up again. Let's see, 45 minus 10.
Okay.
.175.
Aim left 5 and hit a 6 iron.
Double ones.
To 4.
So 440 on the center line with 5 green roll. I think you'll be happy with that.
Yep.
I'm actually surprised. So you're one diagonal away. Is that right?
Yep.
40, yeah. I'm surprised with double ones that you didn't go longer, but well done.
Thank you. Yeah, he just doesn't hit the ball very far, but he's very accurate. At least he was in the front.
15 feet.
All right.
All right. What do I got here? 44 should be the same as you, minus 10. All right. So 160, I'm short-sighted. This is where we get, okay, so if I knock this down, that goes 160, but it's actually going to go 155 because it's going to cut that in half. If I knock this down, it's going to go 170, it's 165. I don't want to be short.
You got your math wrong. It's actually going to go 5 yards further, not less, if you knock it down.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're so nice for helping me with my arithmetic.
The way I roll.
All right. You're a good guy. Oh. Yeah, what do I want to do? No. I'm going to hit an 8 iron and not knock it down.
You roll a 3, you're on the hole.
36. All that deliberation for essentially nothing. Okay. 435, right 20. All right, so it hits green. I don't know if I get any green roll or not. No. I'm going to be a diagonal and 1, 2, 3, 4 straights. So 73 feet. All right. So I'll play safe. 12 is a 22. That's 5 feet. You're 15.
Go, go, go.
64.
23, I missed it.
Yeah. Okay, I got to make a 5-footer here. 51 is a 23. Not a great number, but that's in. And 3 feet. 66 again.
I'm still up 1.
All right.
15th hole, 3 to go. I'm up 1. This is a really good match, Scott. Fun. Whoo! Bunch of out of bounds all down the right side.
Hole 16. All right, what do we got here? All right, I'm still up. It looks like no wind on this one. Here's our hole. It's going to be tough to have a good angle on this one.
Yeah.
This is all out of bounds over here. And I assume that the out of bounds is from the dotted line over, right? That the road is out of bounds as well, at least down here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to aim 40 left, hit a driver. 21 is a 13. That's going to go way left. So I'm 250, 70 left. That might be okay. 25 roll.
You might have hit that bunker, believe it or not.
Yep.
How'd you manage that little fairway bunker way out yonder? You drilled it.
I did. All righty. All right. 25. Let's see, am I going to be? I think that's a fairway bunker. It's at least 100 yards, right? Yeah, 170. Okay, let's see what you get. You get no wind too.
Aim left 30, hit a driver.
33.
It's a 4.
So 255, left 15, and you're just going to barely miss those deep bunkers. 20 roll. 275, left 15, fairway.
That away, Collin.
Nice shot. You went right through here. Good shot.
Thank you.
All right. 12, no wind. Okay, that helps, I guess. If I had a left wind, it wouldn't be bad. All right, so I got to work the ball here a bunch. This is 20 off the center line. There's plenty of green over there, so I'll work the ball left 20. 170. So 8 iron. Work the ball left 20. 66 is a 1. 26. I wish the numbers had been reversed. 24. So 435 left 30, no roll.
Not bad.
So 2 diagonals.
Yep.
All right, 32 feet. Considering I was in a bunker, that's not bad at all. All right, your win, 44, minus 10. And 165 carry objective.
Let's work it left 20 and hit a 7 iron.
56.
An 18.
And 53.
An 8.
So 415 left 30.
Looks like it's fairway.
And I don't think you get any roll.
We're 15.
Yeah, no roll.
415. Hold on. Look at it.
Am I in the wrong spot?
Yeah.
Is the pin at 4? What's the pin at? The pin's at 425. I thought it was at 430.
Still don't get a roll, but I'm up one more square, which puts me closer to the pin. Right? Yeah. Right there.
And that might even be green. That's on the line.
I think there's a green roll either. I think it's
I'd say it's on the green. That's on the green.
Okay.
2 diagonals.
All right.
Because that's 425 and you had 415, right? And it was 10, 20, 30. Yeah.
2 diagonals. We both got long putts.
32 feet. That sounds familiar.
First putts on green from on or short of red line. No, that's none of us.
Yeah.
No, we don't have any action going. So we're both got 32 footers. I'm going first. Safe.
14.
14.
1 foot. I'll play safe too. 66.
You're in.
1. Wow.
You got it. And you tied the match.
Holy cow. Holy cow.
Wow, that's awesome. We are tied going to the road hole.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I mean, this is.
We've thrown like 366s this match. Look at the putt distances for both of us.
Yeah, 138 and 143 and a half. And of course, there's a couple of conceded in there, but they don't amount to anything, right? So this is insane. I mean, yes, the putt distances tend to be higher on Birthplace because the greens are, so big, right? But you're right. This number of 66s. I mean, normally, in APBA golf with two fairly evenly matched players like we've got tonight, it's the number of putts that decides who's the winner, as opposed to these crazy long putts. You've got 23 putts, which is 30 putts or more is average for Birthplace for 18 holes. We're both well above average, and you're insane. I'm being below average, and you're insanely below average. Below average meaning better than average.
While you got the scorecard up, look at we're playing match play, but look at stroke play. We're tied on stroke play. This is really fun, and we're going to finish with two iconic holes for 2025 Madness. Let's go to 17. Wow.
Right, the road hole.
You still got the honors, Rory.
Okay. Holy cow.
Well done.
All right, let's see what we got here. 51. Well, we got some wind. Minus 10. All right. Let me show the hole. Out of bounds. Here's the road. Road's in play here. I guess it doesn't say, I don't think. It may say there's a whole novel written for the whole note here. But I guess it plays as a sand column. That's what it said previously. But here it could go either way, right?
We'll say if you hit it, it's not going to hit and stop. What kind of a roll do you want it to have? A fairway roll or a rough roll?
Yeah, so I don't know. It might stop. I mean, if you want to have this discussion, because if it's playing like a sand column, it's gravel. It's pea gravel or something like that, right? And that might stop it, or it might not. I don't know. You could cut it in half, or full roll, whatever, or no roll. It's your tournament. You do whatever you want. But thank you for bringing it up before it actually happens, so that we're not.
Okay, we'll cut the roll in half if it hits the road.
Okay.
Or remaining roll.
And that actually comes up on hole 18 as well, because you got to hit over a road.
Right.
Okay. So what am I going to do? I lose 10. I'm going to hit a driver, and I'm going to aim. I'm going to aim 25 left. And this is all up around the green, so we'll worry about that later. 13 is a 2. And let's see, I didn't even think about the dog leg. This is a gentle dog leg. Okay, so 265 left 10, that's fairway 25 roll. And I don't think I didn't mark on the scorecard that we're even, right? It's all square at this point, right? So 295 left 10. I forgot them. I was so excited. I forgot to indicate that. All right, let me quickly just go back and do that so that let's see. I may have to scroll down here to the right hole, because we'll want to keep a record of this. All right, there we go. All right.
Okay.
35 minus 5.
Left 25 driver. I'll do the Scott Moeller strategy.
Here we go. 53. Oh, this is going to be a short shot.
That's a 9. It's further left. It's fine.
Yeah. 230, left 35. That's all fairway over there. And 20 roll. So 250, left 35, fairway. There, right there. All right, 33 minus 5 again. All right, so shots landing on green, short of yellow line, roll back 5 yards and stop. Balls resting on yellow line, roll back 10 yards. Shots landing on green, on or left of red line, roll 5 yards left. Shots from deep, okay, that's if you're there. All right, we'll worry about that. Shots from road are considered a sand lie, so it did say it in there. But just so people can see, the yellow line is really hard to see. It's right here. The red line is right there.
Wow. I'm going to work at left 10. You can tell I'm staying away from the road hole and hit a 3-wood.
You're having
road hole jitters.
Or flashbacks to me at Palmetto Island, where I got aggressive and ended up putting the ball in the water, 3 times in a row or something. All right, so 3-wood, work the ball left 10. Is that right?
Yep.
51.
That's a 6.
You gonna take it?
No change. I need it to come back, so it's still going to work left. 13 is a 7.
So 475 on the center line. This is going to be an unbelievably good shot. Plus 15 roll. So you're going to be at 490. Let's see, 10, 20. So you cleared whatever the yellow line was, and then 15, 1, 2, 3. You're going to be one diagonal away. That's
How about
insane. That's unbelievably. I mean, that's fantastic.
I was almost planning to hit that yellow line and roll back.
Yeah,
but
you cleared it. You cleared it. Unbelievable. Wow. 12 feet. And you got a good roll for your putting distance too. All right. Oh, wow. So no wind. Oh man. I don't think I can duplicate that. I'll hit a 5-iron. I'll just hit a 5-iron. Double ones is a 1. It's going to go left. So 500 left 5.
It hits the red line.
So I'm going to bounce 5 left. I bounce right into that.
Yep.
I bounce into the deep bunker.
Now you got deep bunker stuff going on.
Yep. All right. So let me record that. 5 left. Yep.
Wow. Yeah, you got all kinds of hole notes on this particular bunker. It must be a deep one.
All right. So shots from deep side green, but roll 2 dice and add total to the shot resolve. Let's see. If greater than 24 feet and not pin 2, shot rolls onto road. If greater than 24 feet. Okay. Oh boy, that is okay.
In addition to rules. So the original bunker rules are in play.
Yeah.
Stay in the bunker, right?
Yeah. So the deep bunker, let's see, greenside bunker, an A column of 13 to 23 stays in the trap, hit next shot from same location, and then I have to use under the lip for that shot and play aggressive.
If you make it out, you roll 2 dice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Put it close.
So I guess there's something here, and I don't see it in the note, and I'm just from glancing at the actual course board. What if you get a magic number? Does it override all this, like a 12, 24, 36?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's how other APBA courses do specify that one. This one doesn't happen to, but it had to have a bigger board to get more information in there. Okay, so that's wishful thinking on my part, but here it goes. 45. I didn't get that number, but I got out. It's a 3. All right, so it's a 4, and then I've got to roll 2 dice and add that. Well, so it's not going to be greater than 24 feet, but okay.
No. Still not a bad shot. You might roll a small number here.
8. So 12 feet.
Yeah, okay. You're lying 3. I'm lying 2. We both got medium-sized putts.
Oh, we're both 12 feet.
Collin's gonna go 12-footer. Is there any notes on the putt? Nothing, right? 1 through 18. I'll go for it.
45. That's in.
17. You concede that one. I'm up 1, going to 8.
All right, you're back to 1 up again.
With a momentum. My last one, I think. Saved it for this hole.
It's an unbelievable second shot there.
And yours, you landed it so close to the pin, but the way that green is tilted, it just pushed it down into that bad bunker. That's
okay, 18. Tom Morris. All right, 24. 5 left on this one. Here's the road I was talking about that, if you try to lay up, what we decided, have the roll if you end up there.
Yep.
And there's the pin.
Last momentum.
Oh, that's right. You're using your momentum.
And
what club?
Driver and reduce it.
So 255 right 5 with 20 roll. It's fairway. And with this pin location, that doesn't really hurt you. 275 right 5 fairway. If you have a pin location like 4 or maybe even 5, and you can get too close sometimes, or you can't work the ball, as you saw on previous holes with me.
I'll have like if you roll like a 31, you might drive the green.
But I lose 20 and. All right. Wow. All right. So I'll hit a driver. I'll aim. I'll aim 30 left. .41 is a 2. 250 left 20 with 25 roll. So 275 left 20 fairway.
Side by side. You get the good angle.
All right. And I'm far. 62. Oh my goodness. -20 left 5 again. All right, so I got to do some more math over here. All right, so I want it to be at 345 right 5, and right now right 5 is okay, but I'm 10 long, so let's make this, let's see, well, I'm 10 short. 355, 345 right 5. Yep, that's what I want, 85.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I guess one quick question before I hit, do these come into play for approach shots?
No, we said they don't.
Okay. Here goes. 33.
Roll.
That's a 1. So 350 right 10, that's probably a diagonal.
Good shot.
Right there.
Give yourself
right. Yeah, there's a chance. 16 feet.
Hmm.
All right, 44 minus 10, 5 left.
Let's work it right. Let's target 350. Work it right 10, or it's not letting me do it yet. I got to get to 8. Can I work it with 75?
The pin's at 70. That's the problem.
Okay.
It's just the way that the approach caddy's built.
355 target. Target, yeah, 355 and work it right 10.
Well, it won't make any difference. I'm sorry, it will. Work it right 10?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I misspoke.
Oh, hold on a second. It's minus 5. I thought it was left 5. I'm sorry. Yeah, when the wind came up, I thought it was left 5, but it's only a carry of minus 5, right?
It should be a left 5. Well, I don't know why it didn't take. Let me think about this for a second. The roll was of what, 44? Should be minus 10, left 5. Okay, so what?
Oh,
let's come over here.
Cut it in half.
So yeah, it's cut in half.
Okay, that helps me. So that's going to help me design this.
And I think it's cut in half till you get to 80 yards. I think.
Okay.
You'd think I'd remember, but I don't.
Okay, so let's target the center line on that thing, which would take me to what, 350. Target 350. And take the working out of it. 350 goes to 345. I can work it still, huh? Work it right 5. Because I'm at 70. Yeah. Okay. That's the shot. Targeting the pin.
Yeah, and we, what I could have done is come over here, and so you can work it up to 10. Once you get to 75, you can work it up to 10 yards.
And at 75 called allows me to do that, even though I'm only 70.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Calling 75.
Yeah, in an earlier version of the caddy, it wouldn't let you, of the game caddy, it wouldn't let you do that. But I made that change a while back, and I can't even remember when that change was made. Now it's based on the call distance.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so I got to select this here. Okay. 41.
6.
Wow. Oh, forgot to work the ball. And 43.
A 6. This could be beautiful.
345, right 5 on the pin.
For the match. 8 feet. Oh, you got to make this, Rory.
All right, 16 feet. We're going for it. Wow.
Make it.
40. Nope, 26. 8 feet.
Go for it.
For the match. For the win. 23.
21.
Yep. Par. So let's see.
I'll concede that, and I win one up.
Yep.
Wow, that was fun.
Wow. Congratulations. Well played. It was, when it comes to Birthplace, these are actually quite good scores, and they're not records by any means, right? But um, this is some of the better golf that you'll see at Birthplace, and for obvious reasons, both Morikawa and McIlroy have great cards, as you would expect them to have, as ranked number 3 and 4 in the world. And Morikawa takes home the trophy. I have forgotten. Is it the Claret Cup? Or what is it at St. Andrews? I've totally forgotten what the cup is there.
That is the Open Championship Cup. I think
Oh,
it's, I'm not sure, but it might be the Claret. But this is the APBA Madness, so I still got to think of what the trophy will be.
yeah, it might be a beer
But
mug.
look at that scorecard. There's only one bogey on the whole card.
That's right. Look at this.
We lit it up, man. We played it
And
really good. But I was looking at too. We were lucky to get moderate. If you got blustery, the wind is ridiculous on just about every hole. So that was
yeah,
fortunate for us.
well, the intensity goes up. And again, I know you know this, Joe. I'm saying this for the benefit of other people that might not have played Birthplace. It's, even though you have a lot of wind on Birthplace, you never have variable wind, right? You always know what the wind is before your shot. Now, that wind can still mess with you in terms of what clubs you got in the bag, and uh, and whether you knock the shot down, and all that. But in some ways, even though it's a lot of wind, because it's predictable, it's not the end of the world. You can, if you know how to plan your shots. And I guess that's part of the point that I want to make, is that when you're using the game caddy, it really helps you to be able to plan your shots in ways that I know my brain couldn't without the benefit of it. And that was part of the reason for building it in the first place. Is just
Well, this course more than any highlights your wonderful program and what it does to people playing APBA golf with the game caddy.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. And I didn't mean to sound like I was fishing for compliments, but in some ways, Birthplace was one of the first courses I got, and it was one of the first courses I tried to play, and I struggled with it, not because arithmetic is hard, but because there's a lot of it, and I just thought there's got to be a better way. And it's the game caddy wasn't built overnight, and there's been lots of people that have helped create this tool, and I'm very appreciative to all of them for their suggestions, as well as things that they've done, like beta testing, and that includes yourself, many others, and not to mention all the people that have contributed courses to it, because I don't own all these courses. I do happen to own Birthplace, but there's a lot of these courses I don't own. And you won't see them on live streams until I do own them, because I can't show them. But thank you again, Joe, for inviting me to play in this tournament. I had a blast, and I hope you'll keep me in mind for future tournaments, whether we live stream them or not. But hopefully that will be possible.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned future tournaments, and I'll just throw the teaser out there. And you and I talked about this. Stay tuned for a women's golfer, men's golfer, best in the world going at it in a similar format. So you and I will continue to talk about that, and maybe later this year we'll throw another interesting match play tournament on the board.
Okay, and I know you like to include other people in these tournaments, and I'm happy to have them as guests on the live stream. But and so I would encourage people. Joe, are you thinking you're going to use the 2024 season cards, or are you going to do all-time greats, or maybe you haven't gotten that far in your thinking?
I'm thinking 2024. So those listening that might want to participate, think about purchasing the 2024 ladies set and the 2024 men's set and get involved with this tournament that you and I will create.
Yeah, and don't get too hung up on whether you know how to use the game caddy or not, because I'll be operating the game caddy. You just need to have a little bit of an understanding about how to plan your shots, and even I can coach you, or Joe can coach you on how to do that. So don't let your lack of experience get in the way. Although we of course would want you to be familiar with APBA golf and the rules of the game. All right.
310 feet of putts to decide this match. It was fun, Scott. Thanks for hosting it.
You're quite welcome, and I look forward to the next one. Till next time, grip it and rip it.